What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. We're going to be playing Jalopy today. They actually just dropped an update that allows us to go to Turkey. And so I've got our little Lada or Leica or Dacia or whatever the hell it is. I've got this thing all nice and fixed up. Well, as fixed up as it's going to be. It looks like it's made out of corrugated steel. But you know what? We're going to hop into the car with Granddad and let's get going. We're going to be off on the road again. Alright, yeah, he wants me to be familiar with stuff. That's cool, yes. Thank you for the maintenance manual, Granddad. I appreciate that. He's the box basically, the little book he just gave me teaches you how to fix your Leica and all that kind of stuff. I don't need to know that right now. Yeah, that can go away. And then he's going to give us the map. That's right, Granddad, the map that he always keeps inside of his shirt. It's a little bit musty from being on account of being inside his shirt for like 138 years. But I think it's going to be okay. We can go Route 1, Route 2, or Route 3. I'm going to go Route 1 because it's got a gas station. So let's do this thing. And then once we pick this route, there ain't nothing else to do but get up out of here. I don't think I need to look at the next part. Oh, I can actually look at all the things that I've done. Yeah, that's cool. Let's close the book off. And then finally, where them keys at, Granddad? That's right, I'm ready to roll. Let's do this thing. I like how we live in a garage, by the way. Our bed is just behind like a bunch of tarps next to an area where vehicles with hazardous fumes are put in. All right. Well, I'm trying to put them in the ignition. Are you coming, Granddad? Or are you staying at home? Granddad, I thought you was coming on this adventure with me. Oh, Granddad's being a punk. All right, Granddad, I guess I'll see you later. You want to get in the car? Granddad? Granddad! Granddad! I don't think Granddad's coming. Let's turn this beast on. Close that door. Can I honk the horn at him? He's not going to let me honk the horn at him, huh? All right, Granddad, that's the way this goes. I'm leaving you behind. No more Granddad. We're off and on the way to Turkey. We're going to Dresden first, though. We're off on the road to go to Dresden. I busted my tire on that, median? What is that thing called? The median? That sounds like the right thing. Better than the mode. But yeah, I really like Jalopy. Jalopy was one of those games that for whatever reason, every now and again, I always came back and played it more. I always did, and it looks like they got a lot of the performance issues taken care of. It looks like the game runs a lot smoother, and so let's see if we can make it off to Turkey today. If I see we're going to have a turkey day. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be the real Thanksgiving. Off to Turkey. What do those turbines inside this thing do? Do they just, like, power the lights or something? I've never seen turbines inside of a tunnel before. I assume that it uses the airflow from the cars, maybe, and also, like, the breeze, possibly, in order to, like, charge the lights and make sure that those don't have to be hooked up to the power grid or something. I don't really know, but if we ever have to come back in survivor mode when there's like an apocalypse, I'm going there first. We're going to steal those generators. Oh my good lord, I almost died by crashing into a thing. Let's go around this turn right here because obviously we have to have a giant statue of a tank in the middle of our town. That's everything that we signify in this life. Our fuel is looking good. Our car seems to be okay. We do have a repair kit just in case anything goes wrong, and I vaguely remember how to play this game. So hopefully the road to Turkey isn't that long and it isn't that hard. Granddad didn't come with us, though. That's a bit of a concern. Like, I'm pretty sure Granddad's supposed to come with us. Maybe we go on our own now. I don't know. The last alpha that I played, Granddad was in the car with you, but he was always, like, bugging out. And he was always, like, flying out of the car and, like, getting lost, like, out in the hills and shit. And it actually made the game a lot funnier, so I kind of miss having Granddad here. Not having Granddad is kind of a bummer. I don't see any loot or anything around. We haven't crashed into any cars, so that's good. We're not going to pick up any fines for that. I think I got a little bit of money in the wallet, although how much, I'm not really sure. It looks like we've got $100, just me driving with my C-Note. Driving with my C-Note. I suppose I'll drop that and put it back inside of there. Sure, why not? So far, the roads are dead today. Weather appears to be pretty fortunate. Nothing's really trying to bother us at the moment. If we see any scavengeables on the side of the road that we can sell when we go in, because this whole game basically functions like a swap meet flea market. Anything you find on the side of the road, you can sell so that you can buy new parts for your car. And it's pretty entertaining, in fact. It's been a while since I checked back on this title. I'm actually pleased to see it doing well. When I first played this title, it was definitely a flawed game. Like, it was a game that was a lot of fun, but at the same time, it was very crashy. It always had problems. Something was always going wrong. Something was always getting bugged. That was part of the charm of the game, too, I think, is that Granddad would, like, get his head stuck in a banister. Or, you know, he'd fall asleep and never wake up. We don't have that problem now. It appears as though we can do what we like. I do not like driving with WASD. I'm an avid driver. I love driving. Driving is one of my favorite things in life. There's a box over here. Hold on. We're going to check on this. Let's park on the side of the road. We're going to see what's up with this box. Yeah, kill the engine, pop the parking brake for whatever reason. We're not on a hill or anything. My wife is like that. She always pops the parking brake no matter what. She could be like on a flat plane. She'd be like in the middle of Iowa, and she'd just be like, "Oh no, we gotta pop the brake. If we don't pop the brake." So what's inside of here? Anything good? Wieners. We've got a whole bunch of road wiener that we just picked up, so that's good. Let's pick up road wiener. Maybe we'll be able to, it looks like we can sell these for $7 a pack. Dude, this must be these top shelves. They must have gotten these. I'm not going to lie. They got these from one of those holistic stores. They got these hot dogs from Whole Foods. That's the only place they could have gotten this from. Unfortunately, now I can't carry my yak. I would like to carry my yak. There we go. Item sorting has always been a little bit weird and stingy in this game, so sometimes you'll find that storing things in the trunk can be a little bit difficult. Please start. For the love of God, please start. If you don't start, I'm going to be very... Do I have to pop it? There we go. We got to put the parking brake off. Is there anything on the other side of the road? I'm not averse to driving on the wrong side of the road if it means I make a bunch of money and I get to get those fat, like, Gouda guap stacks, you know what I mean? There's no boxes. Wait, there's a box over there. There's a box over there. Reverse. Take us back for treasure. We need money in this game. Like, we need loads of money because if you don't upgrade your parts, it's going to suck for you. I'm just going to... Oh, it won't let me. Never mind. I was going to say, I'm going to leave the parking brake off, but it's not being amicable right now. Oh, this one has... Okay, so this one has a lock on it. Be careful. You can carry Jesus, that scared me. Felt like an invasion was coming in. I was like, good sweet Jeebus, what's happening? I do have motor oil over here. Maybe I can just ditch that on the side of the road. Hooray for littering! Hooray for littering! And then if I pick that up... Oh, I put it back over there. So, what I want to happen here... Here, drop everything on the side of the road. We're going to be doing some wiener exchanges here. Wiener exchange! Oh, it's drifting off into the road. That's okay. Drifting's awesome. If we have a crowbar, we can open the crate with the lock on it, but we don't have a crowbar right now. I got to rearrange my stuff. Alright, so that goes right there and takes up an entire slot. An entire slot. We may not have a whole lot of room for wiener right now. We may not have a lot of room for wiener. We may have to leave this one behind. Alright. Wieners, come back to my ever-loving arms. Come with me, wieners. Come with me. Fly with me, wieners. Ride with me. Enjoy with me. Love with me, wieners. Love. Love with me, wieners. Yeah, stack those up right there. Luckily, these wieners are quite cubic, and so they seem to stack perfectly fine without any problems. I'm going to leave this in the middle of the road as a hazard so that somebody else crashes into it because I'm just an anarchist like that. I like to fuck with the world like that. I like to be a douche. And then we'll take that. We'll drop that on in there. Well, that was a giant waste of time. So let's get in the car. Yep. Do the thing. There we go. Turn the little, the little piece of metal that handles this big piece of metal. No, I don't want this owner's manual. Nope, I don't want it. Put it away. Not my thing. Not my jam. Hopefully wieners aren't illegal. Sometimes you go past, like, military checkpoints, and weird things are illegal sometimes. They'll be like, yo, I've got to lock you up because you got a car full of wiener. And I'll be like, bro, any car I'm in has a car full of wiener. You feel me? You feel me? My mirrors aren't working. I'm going to say that this engine sounds less than healthy. It definitely sounds like there's some kind of issue. The parking brake's not on, is it? I feel like something's gone wrong. We may need to check on the car. There's a Tankstelle over here. Let's go to a Tankstelle. Hooray, Tankstelle. We're going to make some money selling these bootleg wieners we found on the side of the road. Selling bootleg wiener with Splat arcade. Bootleg wieners. Bootleg wieners. Okay, so at the Tankstelle, let's see what's going on. I'm going to pop that. I'm going to open the hood real quick. And we are going to have to make sure that, there's smoke coming out of our car. Unless it picked up a new habit from Philip Morris. I think we got problems. So that's on 3 out of 3. Is the engine messed up? Is that the problem? I am running a lean oil mix right now. And so that's going to be one of my issues, is that I drive faster. But at the same time, our fuel is not completely and totally empty. So it looks like our carburetor's a little bit fucky. Our fuel tank's okay. Battery's alright. Air filter's a little wonky, and our engine is starting to take some damage. Okay, it's on a lean oil mix right now. Let's take this. There we go. Yes, continue fueling. We'll put that back right there. I'm actually going to change the oil mix. In this game, you can actually put different amounts of oil inside because it's a two-stroke engine. So with the two-stroke engine, you got to mix the gasoline with oil to a proper amount. And so I'm going to go with an optimal oil mix. If I do it any further, the car will be super slow, but the engine will take, like, no damage. It really comes down to you what you want to do. If you've got a lean oil mix, the car goes really fast, but the engine takes a ton of damage, which means if you're low on money, you probably want to limit the damage to your vehicle. However, for now, let's fix the engine. We'll fix the carburetor. And is that the best I can do for right now? Fuel tank's fine. We'll get the air filter done too. And then it looks like our repair kit... It used to only have 3 charges on it, I think. Now it looks like it has more charges, so that's good. I'll throw that on in there, and then they're going to want us to go inside and... Let's see if we can sell some wiener. The worst wieners ever. Not just wieners. The worst wieners ever. Open up the door. Hey there, you look a little lost. I'm not lost. I know exactly what I'm doing. Just pick whatever you need off the shelves and place it in the window. Sure. I would like to sell you these wieners. There we go. Now we're making money. Now we're trucking. Now we're doing our thing. It looks like they still haven't moved the wallet to your character yet. You still have to carry your wallet around like in the car for some reason. So one of the big changes that people had wanted from future patches... Oh my god, I swear to Christ, Toolbox. You're going on the ground. Toolbox, you're getting in the way of my wiener sales. My wiener sales are going slowly, and it's all your fault. But so far, the game seems a lot more stable and a lot more fun. Like... Yeah, we gotta make some money. If I can get like... $200, $300, we can start buying like way better parts for our Lada, and then I think we can start with those parts too, so that the Lada gets further, so you can make it into Turkey or like wherever it is you're heading. I forget where we go next. I think we go to Poland, and then I think we go like, I would assume, elsewhere. It's been a long time since I checked on this game, so there we go. So for 55 bucks, what do you guys have going on here? You've got oil, you've got water, you've got off-road tires, you've got road tires, we've got some extra gasoline. Are these full? Or are these empty? These are empty gas tanks. Okay. There's also some repair kits here. It looks like we've got... What is that? It's coffee, so it's $1.20. That seems cheap. You can also buy and sell things. We got cigarettes here. Those are going to be $5. Or, I'm sorry, $8.70. Yeah, that's some real-life prices right there. Shit gets expensive. And then we've got stoff, which is basically just wire you find on the side of the road. It's never useful. It's never any good. Let's grab our wallet, and I'll see if I can get that cash transferred over, and then we'll be back up on the road. We are fully refueled and good to go, so I'm not going to trip about it. Look at this brave bastard just leaving big old wallets full of cash inside the car without locking the doors. This dude don't give a damn. So there we go. We got $155 now. The game does look like it rounds up in its current iteration, which is good because nobody wants to track dollars and cents and pesos and shit. Just don't worry about it. We'll put that back in there. We'll close up the hood. And then we'll go through this way. Can I steal their bucket? Do they close the gate if I steal the bucket? I'm going to steal the bucket. Sorry, I might need to clean my car on the fly. I don't know what just happened, but my car seems like it had a minor spasm. I'm willing to bet that it's okay, because this is one of those like Russian-made cars that can't die. Alright, so parking brake, and let's get the hell out of here. Man, we got room for passengers and everything. I wonder if they're going to put hitchhikers and stuff in the game. Like, people you can pick up to earn money, or people that will, like, rob you and stuff like that if you do, like, foolish things. Oh, I'm about to make, like, a 30-point turn over here. I already know it. Yep. I'm doing the Austin Powers thing. Shizer. Oh, don't hit the guardrail. There we go. Okay, so we pulled on through. No guardrail has been struck. I think we're pretty solid for right now. Let's continue off and along our way. We got... places we need to be. It's nighttime right now. We've been on the road for quite a while. Granddad is still... He's with us in spirit. I like to imagine he's over here talking about all kinds of stuff that used to happen to him when he was, like, running naked through Ukraine. He had all kinds of weird stories in the first alpha. Like, he would tell you strange stories about, like, all kinds of stuff as you were going across. And I think it was supposed to be, like, an introspective, like, family experience. And then there's a box on the side of the road. Ah, shit. I'm gonna pull off to the side. Alright, let's hop out. Hop out the whip, be like, what's up? Get a box, because we found it in the cut. Is there anything good in this box? Oh, this one's got a lock on it. Shit. I don't want it to have a lock on it. It having a lock on it is troublesome for me. Dude, we really need to upgrade our storage space. This storage space issue is really not good. Like, there are certain things you kind of have to have, though. Like, you should definitely bring the jack. You don't have the jack. I'm going to dump the water. I'm going to dump the oil. And I'm just going to play this risky. Nope, I don't want the sponge. Yeah, put the sponge back in the sponge bucket. And then maybe, just maybe, oh, it's not going to do it. So storage is still weird in this game. Storage is still troublesome where it doesn't want to do what you want it to do. That's fine. I'll just litter on the side of the road then. I don't care. I'll leave my stuff over there and not give a damn because I'm filthy like that. Littering with Splattercat. At least the car started. That's always a good sign. This car looks like one of those cars that probably would not start. Did that one have a lock on it? I'm not even going to get out of the car if it's got a lock on it. It does. It doth have a lock on it. One would assume we could just hit it with the car, but that might destroy our chances of, like, getting good loot out of it. I don't know. It might liquefy the loot inside. You never know. You never know. Off and down the road with a little bit of that jalopy action. I love this game, man. This game is weird like that. Like, you can just play it for hours. It's just super relaxing. Our engine still does not sound like it's having a great day. But then again, it's a two-stroke, and it's powering this big-ass car. So I don't know. I just don't know anymore, everybody. I get salty when I have to drive a V4, and so I need a V6 or I need a Hemi. I need something with some something with a little bit of power. So when you gotta burn somebody on the highway, let them get it. Just cut them off hard, you know what I mean? Just slice them and dice them. When somebody's trying to race you on the off-ramp, you're like, nah, man, we go 0 to 100. I'll put a buck on the dash. I don't give a damn. I like to drive fast. It's one of my passions in life. You put me behind the wheel of a vehicle, and that's probably the way I'm going to die. If I was really hedging my bets, I like to drift. I like to get sideways. I like to do all that stuff. Like when the roads are wet out and you can hydroplane and like do donuts in the middle of an intersection. Yeah, but you got to wait till like 2 in the morning to do that, though. Because people are snitches. They'll be like, hey, somebody's doing donuts. I don't do donuts in front of busy intersections. It's because my dad took me out when I was a kid, and we used to do donuts around town and stuff like that. And it's just ever since then I've been hooked. Like, I always thought that being a stunt driver would be like the coolest job ever. Like, I would love to do that someday. Just take like stunt driver classes so I can do that thing where you like whip the car around sideways and slide into the parking spot, and then you're just like, hey, girl, hey. I feel so herky-jerky, like, steering with a keyboard. I really do. Hopefully there's a Tankstelle over here. There's nothing on the side of the road right there, although sometimes there is. I can turn on the headlights, I think. Yeah, like that right there. Our battery should be in reasonable... Oh, good, the lights flicker. That's always a good sign that the electrical system is being maintained at a acceptable level. Fantastic. Goody, goody gumdrops. I assume we're going to arrive in Dresden at some point. We're doing 80 kilometers per hour right now, and it said 13, like, way back there. I should get air off that jump right there. I messed up. I should have gotten fat, crazy air off that jump. But it probably would have wrecked my car. That's the downside, is I don't want to wreck up the whip, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is the turkey update. I'm surprised it hasn't crashed. I was expecting that today's recording to be kind of a nightmare. I'll be honest with you. I was expecting it to be a little bit of a nightmare. I should probably refuel while I'm here. I'm going to do it. Let's refuel. Just pull the car in like that. Kill the lights. We'll pop that parking brake. Kill that off. Jump out. And we've got enough cash right now to where running an okay... Oh, that's right. I got to do the thing over here. There we go. It doesn't have the front hood clip like a lot of cars have. So it's on 3.3. It's got an optimal oil mix right now. I left my oil on the side of the road. So I've already made some pretty major organizational mistakes. Yeah, now it's on a lean mix. Let's go see if they have oil inside. I've got money with me, so we can buy it if we need to. Give me the wallet. 155 bucks from all those weenies we just sold. We should be in decent shape. What is this right here? Can I steal this? Like, what do these do? Can I put them in my car to carry more stuff? I'm gonna put them in my car to carry more stuff. Oh, you can't store them. Okay. Well, never mind then. I'm going to need that wallet back. Dude, this car is looking like a mess over here. There's a car down the street from my house that's been there for like 2 weeks just sitting there. It's like an abandoned car. Dude, somebody went to town on that thing. They busted out the windows. They wrecked that shit. Ooh, a crowbar. Yeah, for 25 bucks. Let me get this crowbar and let me get this oil. So I want the crowbar. And where'd the oil go? Where'd the oil end up? That's 30 bucks, so I think it dropped the oil and returned it to the shelf or something. There we go. We'll get the oil. And it cost us a little bit of cash, but I think it'll be worth it because now if we find crates that have locks on them, we can just bust them open real fast and just be like, yeah, we're out of here. I'm going to refuel. I'm going to actually change the oil mixture real fast before we go anywhere else because I know I'll forget to do it tomorrow. There we go. We're on optimal oil. I'm going to put the crowbar in the back. We'll put the oil in the back. We'll drop the wallet because it magically, like Thor's hammer, just goes straight back to our dashboard. It can never leave. My wallet has the might of 1,000 Mjolnirs. Alright, so we'll put that right there. Start this thing on up. Kill that parking brake. Run over some shit that we left in the side of the road. I'm sure nothing bad will happen as a due course of that. Sometimes there's objects laying around town you can pick up. Like there's just like refuse and random items. Keep an eye out for that. You can occasionally get some free loot that way. In fact, we may take like a little brief jaunt around town. But for now, I think we want to pull in at the hotel so that we can continue our journey on over. That's the Leica factory. So if we had more money, you could buy Leica parts over there that'll be better than the ones that you have. Even with an optimal mix, we're a little bit messed up, huh? Alright, well, I mean, I think I can live with that. It's just, I still got a repair kit, so I might be able to put a, oops. I might be able to put a little bit of work in. I'll have to take a look at the engine and see what's going on with it, though. I'll open up the hood. There we go. And it looks like just about everything is, everything has problems. So let's have a look here and see what we can do. Stock carburetor. Ah, there goes our repair kit. So that's pretty much all that we had right there. We probably want to take a look around town and see if there's any boxes or anything laying around. I don't recall if that's like 100% a mechanic or not, but I'm pretty sure if we find some box in a back alley, we should probably grab that shit and just go for it. My name is Splattercat. This game is called Jalopy. I'm going to take a night off at the hotel, and I'll see you all for the next episode very, very soon. This is the turkey update. I came back in to check and make sure that the game's still being worked on and that it still has, you know, fun things to do. I will see you all later. How you do, everybody?